All right, so probably couldn't tell by all the color I got, but I got a lot of sun yesterday. Some of it really wasn't intentional, but hey, I did anyway. Um, so yeah, I mean, I know. I mean, I said that I was gonna count like how many days are good or how many days are bad in these next 100 days, but and don't get me wrong, yesterday was a good day too. So that's 3 in a row for those of you counting. But I get the feeling at some point it's just going to be like, I'm going to forget to say if it's good or bad or not. So for now, unless I say otherwise, and trust me, I will say otherwise, if I don't say anything, just believe that it was a good day. Like, you know the saying, no news is good news. So, actually, yesterday was a good day for a couple reasons. My low was the fact that in the end, we decided not to have my grandparents come up this weekend, which, kind of bummed me out. Looking forward to. I actually had. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would have made plans otherwise if that wasn't the case. But no, that's what wanted to be the case. My high was the fact that I still had a pretty good day yesterday. We went on a couple of boat rides. It was wonderful. The second one was like really, really long, which is why I wind up having color on me. And it was actually a really nice day. It was a really hot day too. Like hot, but also like not so windy or whatever. It was actually really nice. And my act of kindness was before we left, I actually helped prepare to, clean up the area a little bit and, head home. And actually to add on to more of the high, I was actually going to put a link in the description down below to see if it's true. But you know what? I'm just so excited I can't help but say it aloud. I was actually in the Dressrosa Disaster. I mean, I basically just have like a cameo. But you know what? I'll take it. It's only like 2 seconds long, and all I say is, I thought it was very exciting. But you know what? I'll take it, man. I mean, I really was, I was legit hoping I'd get in, for sure, which reminds me, happy Monday, everyone. Listen, this questionnaire that we had to do video entries for was answered all over the world. Like, yeah, I was going to submit an entry, but I really didn't think I'd be in at all. I thought I was going to be in there. I thought at least my name would be in the crowd being like, okay, this is the list of people who submitted entry and didn't have time to put everything in, so here you go. Actually my name is in the credits too. But in terms of like whether or not you'd actually see me personally, that'd be up to for me. I don't really know how the editing was done. Like, you kind of know how the editing was done because you have the finished product. But seeing as how, okay, I probably should have explained what this is. A couple of months ago, a YouTube channel I am subscribed to called The Grand Line Review, which talks about One Piece, because he is a One Piece fan like me. Although I'll explain something about that in a moment. He was making a video about, seeing as how it was 6 years after Dressrosa had finished publication, like how our thoughts overall on it. And by our thoughts, I mean pretty much the entirety of the One Piece fan community. And he sent a questionnaire that you had to submit a video entry for answering those questions. And you submit your entry in. If you're in, great. If not, well, you do what you could. After watching the Dressrosa Disaster, because that's what the title of it's called, the Dressrosa Disaster, I'll say this. I am a One Piece fan, to be sure. But comparatively to everyone else, I am definitely more casual. Because here's the thing, and maybe it comes with the naivete of being a casual fan, but I remember that overall, my entry was definitely more lighthearted and definitely, more open and forgiving to the problems that Dressrosa has. And Dressrosa has problems. I mean, a whole lot of characters, over 100 characters introduced, over 100 manga chapters, over 118 episodes. Like, yeah, it's got problems, for sure. Pacing and, some characters are more well-liked than others, and some are not. So it has its fair share of ups and downs, believe me. So I'm watching this, I'm like, man, I kind of see why I barely am in it at all. Because I'm pretty sure the fan community was gravitating more towards being a little less forgiving than I am. And again, maybe it comes from the fact that, being a little too naive to be the legit fan that, lots of other One Piece fans are. But there are parts of it where it kind of emphasized the main problems of the arc. And again, it's got problems. Having watched the Dressrosa Disaster, it's definitely given me some new perspective on if I really want to consider myself a true... Actually, you know what? Never mind. I was going to say if I consider myself a true One Piece fan, I'd be thinking like everyone else. But I shouldn't have to think like everyone else. At least not all the time. I mean, I can be in agreement with a couple of things. And not just for One Piece, but in just life in general. I really should just boil it down to, do what everyone else is doing, but to a fault. Like, you know what? And I can't believe I'm actually referencing American Dad and all of this. But it's okay to follow your heroes or follow what everyone else is doing. Just don't do it blindly. And I like to believe that when I made my entry, I really wasn't being blind. I was actually being legitimately honest about how I felt. And, I was able to submit what I thought were pretty solid answers. But if I really want to consider myself like a real fan, I probably should do more in terms of how I celebrate One Piece. I mean, I kind of don't know how. I mean, yeah, I do One Piece manga chapter reactions. And I'll talk about One Piece whenever it suits me. But I'm also not like a dedicated One Piece YouTube channel, partly because at this point, the market's it is completely oversaturated. So I'm definitely interested. I'm interested in seeing if there's going to be another project. Because Dressrosa was the first mega arc of One Piece. For those of you who don't know what a mega arc is if it takes roughly 2 years or more in real world time, our time, for publication, then it is considered a mega arc. And considering that it was released weekly with 102 manga chapters, and I'm talking about the Dressrosa arc itself, Published weekly, 102 manga chapters, a break every now and again. It was over 2.5 years. So yeah, definitely mega arc material, to be sure. Now it just boils down to, will there probably be another project like this? Like the Grand Line Review did a video project about Dressrosa. Could he do one about the next mega arc which takes place in the series, which is Whole Cake Island? Well, yeah. I imagine he probably would. Because a lot of people, because they actually brought this up during the Dressrosa disaster yesterday. Where was I? All right. They brought this up where Whole Cake Island took a lot of the problems of Dressrosa and fixed them. Although, if he's sending out a questionnaire with questions like the last one was, my answer's probably going to be a lot different. I'm just saying. And maybe I'll talk about, I already do arc thoughts, which I should probably get to doing at some point, probably before this week is up. But I'll definitely see if there's another thing if there's another way to submit entries for another video like this, you bet I'm going to do it, for sure. And funny enough, if I wasn't featuring the Dressrosa disaster at all, I was probably going to just put my entry up on YouTube. I probably could have. I still have the video. I could probably put it up. No problem. Maybe somewhere along the line I will. Or if anyone wants to, let me know if you want to see that video. I'll definitely do it if enough people on YouTube want to see it. Anyway, we should be due for another nice day today. That'd be nice. I have some stuff to do with my folks a little bit later, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. And, I get the feeling that better weather is going to be coming. And as much as I feel comfortable sitting on this lovely couch doing this, or, setting up the video in my apartment for talking about something really important, which, looking back, I probably should have done that for the Dressrosa disaster. I think it's about time that maybe a little more often I take it outside. Not literally outside, probably just in my car or something. Making videos in a person's car really isn't anything new. I was watching Brad Jones, the cinema snob, do it for years. I still do, actually. So I'll definitely consider, doing that. Or maybe you'll catch me on a morning drive. The sky's the limit. But in the end, it has to be up to me. And, actually, I'll probably do it, I suppose. Plus, it really would save me a little bit of stress. For some reason, I have this urge to always try and wash everything in my apartment. And all I really do is sit here. But, yeah. So going forward, expect a lot more of my videos to be outside, probably in my car or at the lake for now, because we're going up to my family and I are going to the lake this time of year, so I'll just do that. So with that said, yeah, I'm really happy that even though I was in there for 2 seconds, I was in the Dressrosa project. And, I'm happy I submitted an entry. I'm happy that I was in it at all. And if there's ever anything like this again, I'll definitely submit another entry. I'll definitely do that, and we'll just have to see where we go from there. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social platforms, turn on notifications on YouTube. I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys who watch and enjoy for today. And hope we have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Remember, you're going to Target channel as we here to London, and I'll always have you back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.